Hi there and welcome everybody to this awesome new live workshop with my friend Jake Larsen. Today we're going to talk about how to turn strangers into customers with awesome videos and remarketing lists. Some really awesome stuff we're going to cover today, so make sure you stay tuned till the end. It's going to be some really nice things to learn today. Okay, I am fully pumped and excited today to have Jake Larsen with me on the call. Jake and I have been friends for a couple of years now. Funny story actually how we met. It was just when I was just starting to learn about video ads and I wanted to learn more about how it all works. I started looking on YouTube, typing in things like video advertising or YouTube video ads or how it all works. And every time this person would come up with a video and this young man saying, hey, I'm Jake Larsen, I want to talk about video ads and click here and check out my course basically. And so I finally ended up going ahead and clicking on that. I checked out his sales page. I went ahead and bought the course and I was just so impressed with what Jake was doing, with the information that I learned from it. And that just totally accelerated my learning when it came to video advertising. And from there, I sent him an email and said, hey Jake, what's up? I like what you're doing. We should catch up or something like that. And that's how the friendship started. And we've just been friends ever since. What I really like about Jake, and if you've been following Jake at all, you'll know that he's big on heart. You look at him, he's a family man. It's not just about business. A business is really an extension of what he does. And so that's why I like him, and that's, I think, why we get on so well. But today we're going to talk about video ads and basically how to turn strangers. So like I was a stranger to Jake, surfing on YouTube, and turning strangers like that into customers through awesome videos and those remarketing lists. So without further ado, here's Jake. Everybody say hi to Jake.
What is up, everybody?
We've got Jake in the house.
I can't get over it. You guys are amazing. Gideon's amazing. This whole experience, I'm really excited to be here to present and share some of the cool things that we've learned. Some of the questions keep popping up. Yes, we have used V-roll. My favorite feature of the V-roll, it was the way you could pull up all these placements for targeting. I mean, I used to spend hours trying to find the perfect YouTube channel to put ads on. And what Gideon created, where you can gather all these YouTube channels in one clean list. It's amazing, you guys. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm excited to be here, and the reason why I'm excited is because I think I'll just start off with a story. Is that okay?
Yeah, Jake. I mean, let's go for it. I mean, I was gonna. I hope I did a good enough intro for you. So I think maybe that's a good place to start. Maybe with a bit of a story of, a bit more about you, and just for those people who haven't met you before. And I know you've got some pretty awesome content to share with you. I looked at Jake's slides beforehand. Some really nice tips. So I think you just are going to totally love. So, but Jake, yeah, please kickstart with a nice story, and we'll just riff today, man. We'll have a lot of fun.
So before I get into the story, you guys, I want to talk about a couple of things. There's been huge changes going on in the advertising world. Like I said, there's branding and there's sales, and it's my belief that the best ads to do are ones that you got to connect and engage with people, and also you got to be able to monetize that, right? Whether you have a product sale. So I kind of want to connect more. Let's see. Am I just going off on, should I connect with the, what do you guys do? Tell me, guys, in the chat box, what do you guys do?
Yeah, feel free. I've noticed, I think there's a few people that probably don't realize they've got to hit the play button. So if there's anybody in there saying what's going on, feel free to help them out in the comments, everybody, and just tell them to hit play or refresh. You can actually, if you want to watch live, if you maybe not watching this live, you can hit the little, there's a little live button on the bottom of the player. Just let me show you.
Shopify stores. Okay. Good. So you guys, I mean, you guys are advertising. You guys are already creating videos. You're already advertising. This is awesome. You guys, there's cool things that I want to share with you. And how it is I know this is about 5 years ago, and again, if you want to show that picture, I had the opportunity to become a YouTube marketing ambassador. It's because I worked with a different company, and we could link YouTube views to sales, and we were selling product with YouTube, organic YouTube, I mind you. So we actually were asked we were one of 10 companies asked by Google to become YouTube marketing ambassadors. So they flew us over the Googleplex, and they just want to get us our feedback. Hey, what do you think we're doing? How are we doing? And this image is of the CEO of YouTube, and he's like, "You guys, these guys are regular people. They just have fun, but they're super smart. It's amazing how smart these guys are." Now, the cool thing I remember is that we were giving them feedback and what we would like to do and what we would change. And they tasked us, you guys, you know what? We're going to launch the beta version of TrueView ads. Again, these were the ads you could skip after 5 seconds. They haven't been around forever. Like 5 years ago, they didn't even exist. So yeah, we're on like the bleed. If you guys are currently running video ads, like we're on the bleeding edge of what's possible. It's really cool. So in the room, I talked with one of the executives, and we were kind of giving them feedback, and we were some people were ripping on, why don't you change this? Why don't you change this? And as you guys need to realize like what Google does. Like we listen to everything. The thing with Google is it's like trying to build an airplane while you're flying it. You know, it's there's so much to do, and you're just trying to figure stuff out. And as an entrepreneur, like that's how I feel, and I'm sure you guys too. Like if you guys are spending money and you're creating videos, there's so much going on. You're trying to grow your business. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. It's like, how do you create these videos and get them into engage? And the thing with V-Roll, you guys, Gideon has done an amazing job making that process as easy as possible. So what I want to do for you guys is I want to add upon that. I want to show you how you can up the video game. I want to show you some creative ways that you can leverage video outside of V-Roll. And then I want to show you how you can actually scale campaigns. When I first started trying to get this stuff going out, like it was hard to scale campaigns. If you can get them, how do you go from spending $10 a day to $500 a day, and what would that look like? So that's what I'm going to get into.
Awesome.
That's what I'm going to get into. So
yeah, and just I think So what's really struck me about Jake as well over the last few years is not just the fact that he's good with video ads, but the awesome creativity that he does and comes through his work when he does his work for his clients. Jake, maybe you can talk a little bit about that in terms of what you're currently doing, because you're running an agency at the moment, right? And so that's the thing that I love about you, is that it's not that you're just doing this just for yourself and then trying to show other people how to do it as well. You're the real deal, and you're doing it for other people. That's from day to day, right?
So we're a small agency, and I'm a creator first, and then agency second. So we got some of our clients. I mean, we're doing some really cool stuff. Some of them are spending like around $50,000 on ads on a month. So like we're kind of in the forefront. Like we know what works and what doesn't. We've been there from the beginning, and we're constantly spending money to see what works and what doesn't. And what I want to do, honestly, is what we learn with our clients that are spending a lot. I've created products and courses, and I'm using that to teach people, because I think it's important that we understand this stuff. So one of the things I learned, you guys, I'll show you the video ad blueprint. So one of the things that we learned with the clients is we gathered our clients. We got all our clients. We said, why are certain campaigns working and others not working? Because it was weird. Like what was the difference maker between a campaign that would actually get customers and one that wouldn't? And I've compiled this like into a blueprint. Well, I call it the video ad blueprint. And I wanna walk through that with you guys, because I think it's important you guys understand that. And this will be the base, and then we're gonna keep going deeper. I'm gonna show you some really cool video ads, and then I'm gonna show you some what I call the remarketing. 3 types of remarketing you guys need to be leveraging, or 3 types of traffic you need to be leveraging. So this is going to be, it's going to start out basic, but we're going to get advanced pretty quick, if that's all right with you guys.
I love that, Jake. And I think there's a couple of things here. The creativity when it comes to videos, I think everybody's going to love watching that because, in V-Roll, we just have the templates really, which is awesome for if you want to do something quickly and if you want to test an idea out really quickly or if you want to do split testing. But when it comes to the more creative stuff, we lack a little bit of experience there. So it'd be awesome to hear from you. And I really want to see what you're doing with remarketing as well. Can't wait.
Okay, I'm getting some funny comments. I'm gonna dive into the good stuff, you guys. Just hold on, bear with me. I'm gonna get into the good stuff.
Okay, so Jake, if you can just remember to share your screen, because then I can share your slides with everybody as well.
I gotta share my screen. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, here we go.
All right, I'm gonna dive in and we can discuss. So you guys, this is the video ad blueprint again. What's the difference between turning a stranger into a customer? So let's say we got YouTube ads. We got where isn't this working? We got in-stream ads and we got in-display ads, right? And we drive them to the video, and we then turn them from the video to a landing page, you guys. So how many of you guys right now are running YouTube ads and actually able to get customers? I'm curious. I want to cater this. What's working and what's not working?
Yeah, so Jake, as we're waiting for people there, just also keep in mind there's probably about a 10 to 15 second delay. Okay. So as people are writing some comments there, I might encourage you to also go to that link there that Jake has at the top there, videopower.org/blueprint. Let's see if I can quickly go there while we're waiting for your comments to come in. So video.org and /blueprint. Let's see if I type it in here, blueprint. So go there. I think when I saw this graphic first, I really loved the simplicity of it. We've been teaching some of this stuff in some way or form, but you can get a free copy of this whole thing and Jake explaining it by just going to videopower.org/blueprint as well. So there's a lot of comments coming through there now, Jake. So I'll flick it back to you now.
Okay, Gideon, where do you think I should take this? So we got your landing page, right? You send people, you got to give people a free gift, all right? Nobody's gonna buy something. No, you can't send cold traffic to a landing page. All right, so when they're on the landing page, then you gotta have conversions. I can't tell you guys, sometimes I go into people's AdWords accounts, even clients' AdWords accounts, and they don't have conversions showing up. So make sure you guys put the conversion code on the thank you page. It's unreal. You would not believe how many people aren't putting the conversion code on the thank you page. So
Jake's holding a sec there. So when you talk about the conversion code on the thank you page, so this is now, I guess the purpose for doing that is for starting to build your remarketing lists, right? So if you don't know what that is, basically it's you're just adding a little piece of code on different pages, of your websites that allows Google to track whether someone's been to that page. And so if they've been to that page, then of course you can advertise differently to them. So this is what Jake's talking about here with that, having that code on your thank you page right there.
Yeah. So again, so this is the thank you page, and the conversion code, you guys, is it's a piece of code, and that's how you know if people are buying or not. It's how you know if people are becoming leads. All right. So again, if you're running ads, you really gotta, like, let's say you start spending $10 a day or $100 a day. How do you know if it's working or not? And that conversion code is the missing link, you guys. It's the missing link to knowing if a campaign is working or not. Because if you spend $10 a day, or maybe you spend $10,000, like how much sales are you gonna generate from that? If you don't know, like you got to know this stuff. So that conversion code is something that with you're running Facebook video ads, or you're running YouTube ads. Like that's a piece of code that you got to add on the thank you page.
So Jake, I actually got that wrong now, didn't I? I talked about the remarketing list, but there's two different kinds of codes, right? There's the code for remarketing,
yes,
and there's the code for conversion. So my apologies, I screwed that up a bit. But yeah, for either of those codes, you get them. I noticed there's a question inside the comments area. You of course get them from your AdWords interface. So it gives you a piece of code, and then you just copy and paste that onto your header or your footer, or in between the body tags, whatever. They give you instructions to be able to do that. But it's all inside AdWords, yeah.
Yep. So you're running an online store, and I saw someone said they do Shopify. Like if you put a piece of conversion code on that thank you page, that's how you know it's working. Because like I said, if you're spending if you're spending money on ads, you guys got to know what you're getting in. What are you getting from it? Like, are you actually getting customers? And you don't know until you have that conversion code. Facebook calls them a pixel. Absolutely right. Yeah, and Facebook does call them a pixel. So the next step, you guys, is what I've done is when we get people to the landing page, I get them to opt in for something. I get them. I don't send YouTube traffic to. I don't send YouTube traffic to a sales page. I send them to a landing page, and here I get their name and number, or an email address, right? Hey, click here to download a free report, or click here to download a free consultation. Because this is basically like the first date, you guys. Before you take a girl out, you got to get their number, right? So you get their name, get their email address, or get their phone number, depending on what stage you're in. And then once they become a lead, so this is a lead page, right? You're collecting leads, and then you convert them. Then after, so let's say you have a free consultation, right? You guys have any agencies, you run a free consultation. You say, I'll give away a free consultation. Click here. I need your name, number, and phone number. And then once they do that, you send them and you deliver your promise. That's called the thank you page. Yeah, that's called the thank you page. All right. So this is the blueprint, the headline, and then something happens, you guys, after they convert into the thank you page. Then they go and they get on your email list. Have you guys ever known when you sign up for something, you get email lists? This is like having multiple dates. Like, this is the follow-up dates, you guys. Before you get married, someone pointed out, before you get married, you got to go on the first date, right? So this is multiple dates, and this is how you build a relationship with people, you guys. Again, we're not sending cold traffic. We're not sending cold traffic to nothing. Like, we're sending cold traffic to a gift. You guys invest in the relationship before you try and get them to make money from it. So is the thank you page a pop-up? It could be. The thank you page is whatever page people go to after they convert. So then they get on your email list. You go on several dates, email list 1, 2, and 3. Like, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but if you guys have ever opted into certain email, like free offers, you get email lists and you get emailed after, and that's just people building the relationship. Gideon's done a great job with that. Like that's how I found out about Gideon. I saw his videos, I got on his email list, and I followed him, you guys. This is a process. This is not like, it's a process. Am I right, Gideon?
Yeah, totally. And maybe I can just quickly, there's quite a few questions there of I think people perhaps not quite understanding what this landing page and thank you page is. Maybe I can just show you guys a quick example so you can fully understand this before we go on, because this is really important to get right. So what Jake is basically showing there is that so this page here, I'll see if you can see my arrow here. So this landing page here that we want to send traffic to is, say, something like, in terms of an example, if you go to one of my other businesses called, say, Splashio, that homepage there is a typical landing page that people can, there's some links and stuff there, but they can also opt in. So if I, for example, opt in here, say, actually I don't want to, let's see if I'll use a dummy email for this so you can see what happens. And Gideon at blah, blah, blah.com, and I get access now. I hope this works. Okay. Opt in form kind of. All right, so it's not a real email, but anyway, the next page that you go to, if you use a real email address, is that thank you page that Jake is talking about. So this thank you page here. So that's all it is, and it's on this thank you page that you put that conversion code, because you know that once they got to that thank you page, boom, they've converted, and then Google knows about it, and you can track those people really easily.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm getting a good feel of where everyone is now, so I feel like I'm in my flow now. So
good.
So we got our email list, you guys, and I'm going through a lot of stuff, so it's a lot to process. And again, if you want to download this, you can go to videopower.org/blueprint. And guess what? Guess what, you guys, is going to happen when you opt in? You're going to opt into my email list, and that's a landing page, and you're going to get my follow-up emails. You know why? Because I want to build a relationship with you guys. That's how marketing works. Like, I connect with Gideon, and that's how the marketing world works. This is the big picture, you guys. So it's not just like a run ads and sell something. It's, hey, run ads, give them something for free, build an email list. It's a lot to process, but I want to quickly move through this because I want to share with you some actual video ads that we've done for clients, and I want to share with you another cool story case study where we're actually spending $1 and making $2 on ads. So after that, you guys, then you get website. So this is how you visualize, you guys. So again, I'm a visual person, and when you're running ads, when you say remarketing, do you guys know what remarketing is?
I think it might be good, Jake, just to quickly go over that and explain to people, just for those who are a little bit new to the video ad game. Just explain that again for everybody.
Okay, so this is how I visualize it. So remarketing, you guys, have you ever you went to go buy a product, you went to go buy any type of like product page, right? Whatever it is, and then you leave that product page and you start to see their ads follow you around. Maybe you see them in your news feed, or maybe you see them on the display ads. Like these ads follow you around, right? That's called remarketing. It's borderline creepy, but it's really effective. So here's an example, you guys. I remember I called up my first customer. He saw my ad. He bought my product. I called him up. I said, "Hey, why did you buy my product?" He's like, "I saw your YouTube ad." I'm like, "Okay. How many times did you see it? Can you tell me about the experience?" And get this, Gideon. He's like, "I saw your video ads, the ads you could skip after 5 seconds." He's like, "I thought it was so annoying at first, and so I just ignored them. I'd skip them. But then you kept showing up everywhere. And I after like the 8th time I saw your ad, I'm like, okay, what's this guy talking about?" And he totally warmed up. So it was hilarious. Like sometimes you guys, this is why it's effective with email list and remarketing, because when people see you, they before people buy, they invest with their time, you guys. Does that make sense? People buy. You need to build the value. All right, people, like, you can't just see an ad, click it, and go and buy something. You guys got to build a relationship. So email lists and a remarketing list is a way you guys can build the relationship, and you can do that without spending very much money. Like I was only spending $10 a day at the beginning, and people would see me everywhere. Even my friends and family. It was funny. Like, dude, I see your ads everywhere. Like, you must. Like, it's awesome. And it was funny because I'm like, oh, I'm only spending $10 a day. But same with clients. With our clients, we actually, you know what? I gotta move on because I got a lot of stuff to share.
Yeah, sounds good, Jake.
That sound all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
So this, you guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is a video ad that I've been running for like 2 or 3 years. I can't remember. It's been so long. But I think this is the one. I don't know if Gideon saw this one, but
I did see this one. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, this is a video ad I've been running for like 3 years, and it's still working. I'm still running it, and guess what? I'm getting leads from it. So this is what got Gideon's attention. You guys want to see it? Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Absolutely. So I'll hit the play button for you, Jake. On my
you
side.
got it? Okay.
Yeah, I got it over here. All right. So
And when you guys watch this, tell me what you like about it. Would you skip this ad if you saw it? I'm just curious.
yeah, okay. So everybody, pay attention to this now, because I think this is one of the first ads that I saw from Jake that really got me introduced to him. And you know, look at us now. Now we're doing lots of cool stuff together, and it all started from either this ad or a similar one like this. So check this out. I'll hit play here, and you should be able to see and hear it. Okay, here we go.
Hey, you, watching the YouTubes. Do you know what happened to this kid? He's puking his guts out right now because his videos are going viral. Yeah. I'm giving away a free video marketing course that teaches you simple strategies of video marketing that will increase your views and drive traffic. You'll learn how to optimize your video using simple SEO strategies to rank both on Google and YouTube. Just click this button now to get free access. Go on. Give her a little click. Click, click, clicky. Mm-hmm. Come on. You're not going to see it unless you click. We're all waiting for you. This is getting awkward.
So great ad, and it was nice there at the end, Jake, how you had that sort of awkward time there at the end. I was starting to feel awkward there for just playing it, so I can imagine people watching it. They'd probably feel a bit awkward as well watching it, and then just go ahead and click, right? So there's a lot of clever stuff happening inside that video.
Yeah.
So do you want to take us through that a bit? Is that part of what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so I get the process, you guys, is you guys think, and it's hard because I've seen this so many times that I forget how new it is to everyone. So yeah, it's very engaging. Right? It gets your attention right off the bat. You guys think when people watch YouTube ads, their finger is hovering over the skip now button, right? They can't wait to skip that. So one of my formulas is what can you do and say in 5 seconds that gets their attention right off the bat? And if you guys can do that, and I like humor. I think if you can use humor, it makes people laugh. It lightens. It doesn't seem like an ad, right? We're combining the brand and direct marketing. It's a crazy, crazy thing. So when you can engage them and bring them down, like take them away from thinking it's an ad, it's a quick way to engage people. And then you notice the big click now button. There's no doubt what I want you to do. I want you to click that. I want you to go to my landing page because you know why? I've got a great products. I'm passionate about what I do. You guys, when you spend, if you have a great product or an important message to share, it's your responsibility to advertise. You guys, it's your responsibility. I can't stress that enough. So we've done that with this one, and then I want to show you another video because people saw this ad and just attention blew up. You guys, I can't explain I'll share a story about what happened, but I want to share with you another one. So okay, you may say, oh, that works for you, but I have this product. But the principles stay the same. Get their attention in 5 seconds, provide value, and then get people to click. All right. So another client that we had. Do we have time to share that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got it queued up, Jake. So I'll play that for everybody now.
Can I prep it a little bit?
Yeah. So to go ahead and prep it. Yeah. Give us the background for this one because I haven't actually seen this one. So give us a bit of a prep. Yeah.
So with this one, I got asked to come speak it's actually another funny story. The people putting on this conference wanted me to come speak, and I asked them, "How did you find out about me?" Because it was crazy. Like, well, I saw one of your YouTube ads. I said, "Which ad was it?" And she said, "I can't remember. I just remember somebody was puking," and I thought that was so fun. Okay, that got their attention. You guys, it was a real estate conference. And so I got into a client. They're an amazing company. They sell luxury homes. So the challenge then becomes, all right, if you're selling luxury homes, how do we use YouTube ads to do that? How can we generate leads for people who do that? And you guys, I'm telling you, we used that process I taught you, the whole remarketing and stuff. So picture this, like the YouTube ads and that video, and this is what we produced. This is what my team produced.
Okay, here we go.
If you want to live in the absolute best homes that Las Vegas has to offer, keep watching this video. If not, skip this ad. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 or even 3 trips out here, if you're coming from out of state, to find the right home. And it can be challenging, but that's where it's so important that you have somebody that doesn't just check the MLS, that has homes outside of what every other realtor has. So if you want the best of what Las Vegas
You can
has
skip
to
it after
offer,
the call to action.
visit our website,
You can stop it after the call to action.
LasVegasFineHomes.com. We have homes that are not found in the MLS or other feeder websites, whether it's Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com. So our website was designed specifically for people like you who are looking to find things
What do you
that
guys
aren't
see?
available elsewhere.
What's
but you
different
want the
about this
best.
video?
It's rarely
Again,
ever,
you may not be.
glitch.
Yeah, there's a lot. We got a lot of cool drone shots.
But it's how those bumps that are.
I would probably
handled
skip
in
this ad,
seconds.
and that's okay. You know why?
And we've
Because
got
you're
our
not the
formula
target
down
audience.
To
You guys,
minimize
I think
those
we're
bumps
not targeting
and to push
everyone on
through 'em.
YouTube. We're targeting people that would buy luxury real estate. And guess what? It worked. This video ad generated sales from YouTube for people wanting to buy luxury homes.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I didn't even play the full video there, but it's interesting. It's quite a long one.
Yeah.
There, Jake, isn't it? So, but you're okay with that, right? Because you know that the people clicking skip, you don't want them to watch it anyway, right? And I think
Right.
that's something that you've been particularly good at, getting people to skip who are not targeted, which means you don't pay for the advertising, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing, you guys. I would skip that, and I'm totally fine with that. You know why? Because I don't pay for ads unless they watch at least 30 seconds. So by showing homes in the first little bit of it, and when I show luxury homes, I know I'm not targeting the majority of the people. So my philosophy is click it or skip it. Either way, I win because I only want to have people that engage with the that are interested in luxury real estate. And so what we did, you guys, is we placed tags on their website, and we ran remarketing, and we only ran it in Las Vegas. So it totally works.
Okay, so then you only basically showed that to people in Las Vegas, which made them even.
Yep.
So you've got the remarketing thing going, but then also only for Las Vegas, which meant like they've seen the thing before, but now they're in Las Vegas, and you're talking to them specifically in Las Vegas. So that would skyrocket your conversion rates as well as a result, I'd imagine.
Yep. Yeah, and I think you guys are getting it. I'm reading these comments. I think you guys get it. Like, it is. You could either way, when you're spending money on ads, there's the majority of the people aren't interested in what you have to say. That's why you guys use targeting. There's different targeting options. There's different targeting methods, and actually, I think that's probably a good part to go into that I want to talk about, because
Yeah, so let's talk about that next. So targeting is extremely important, of course. Everybody, if you're new to this, there's a few things you got to get right. So Jake's just shown a couple of videos there. That's one part of it. You're getting your message right, getting your video right, and making sure that it appeals to the right audience. But the second thing is actually, making sure you have the right audience. You get the wrong audience. It doesn't matter how good your ad is. They're just gonna not respond to that. So I'm really interested in what Jake has to offer here, because I think, if I remember back when I saw that first ad from Jake, I wasn't just any random person. I was, off the street, searching for stuff on YouTube and checking general stuff. I was specifically looking for video ads, and then up comes his video. So Jake's really a master at that. So have a look at what he's got to show here in terms of the targeting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, and so this comes into targeting. So if you guys are using V-roll, I know you guys can use use placement targeting and keywords. And so I want to break down. You guys remember this process of the relationship, building the relationship. There's 3 types of targeting, and 3 types of traffic, and you can even think of it 3 types of views out there. Right? There's cold traffic, there's warm traffic, and there's hot traffic. Cold traffic is people who have no idea who you are, which is the majority of the people. That's why the circle's the biggest. All right, this is advanced stuff. So when we spend when we spend money on ads, placements is kind of, I would say, warm, but like topics and keywords, these are people who have never seen your stuff before. You run cold traffic and guess what? You should have a video ad for people who have never heard of you. I mean, you don't talk to a stranger the same way you talk to your mom. At least you better not be, or she's going to slap your face. So you customize your video ads to people who are engaging. Now, with warm, then there's warm traffic. This is people who are already familiar with you. Maybe they visited your website. All right, when they visit your website, they know you. Maybe they didn't buy, but maybe they didn't convert, but they're just at least familiar with you. They've seen your stuff before. So these are video ads. These are for people who know you but have not purchased, okay, or haven't converted or haven't become a lead. So when you guys start spending money on ads, this is like high level stuff. And then there's the other one, the hot remarketing. This is people who have purchased from you. So you guys can have this is anyone who've purchased. Guess what? They'll probably buy from you again. It's the customer loop, right? And these are for people who have purchased, and you can run ads to those people. The cool new thing that nobody's talking about with Google AdWords is, how on Facebook you can upload your custom audiences, upload your email list, and it creates a custom audience on Facebook. Well, guess what? Google AdWords has opened that up, and you can now upload your email list. And what Google does is it finds people who are similar to what they're doing. So it's pretty cool stuff, you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty ninja. I wonder, do you have an example of this one, with cold, warm, and hot traffic in your slides, Jake? Or otherwise, I can have a quick example as well of that. That is something that we've just recently discovered as well.
So I guess this is how I visualize it. I don't have an example. Like I would say, honestly, if you can create a good video, you can turn people from cold to hot pretty quick. But again, I like to walk through that process. So What example do you have, Gideon?
Yeah, I mean, I was just recently, we were looking at the advertising we were doing for V-roll, and at one point we were getting some really good traffic to our homepage, and what we noticed was that we started getting a ton of leads, right, on our homepage.
There you go.
But they didn't convert into customers. And so what we discovered was that what we did wrong there, if I could show people the slides again, is that we were advertising to a cold audience, but we were assuming that they were already warm or even hot. And so basically the offer that we made was to the cold people, but expecting that they're already kind of warm or hot. And because of that, because they weren't warmed up, first of all, that meant that they just didn't convert. So they opted in, but they didn't convert into actual customers. So the big lesson there for us was that, what Jake is showing here is there's basically those three levels of customers. They're cold, they don't know you, they've never heard of you perhaps, but they might be interested in what you're doing. For those people, you got to take them on a journey, right? So you're gonna show a different video ad to them compared to the people who are warm or hot. And you've got to realize that. And also it depends on how you follow up with them. So for example, the cold audience, you wouldn't just necessarily give them an offer straight away. You might want to give them some more free information first, or engage in a conversation, or get them to give you a phone call, or whatever it is, depending on your business. But then once you've got them warmed up, it's like what Jake was talking about, once you're starting to date with them, then you can go on to the next level. So I think it's always that progression, starting with the cold, moving them down and warmer and becoming hot as well. But then I guess what Jake is also talking about is if you already have a customer list, if you have a list of people that are hot, you can upload that list to your Google AdWords account and advertise straight to those people because they've purchased from you before and they're super hot.
And nobody's doing this, you guys. Like this is like we've just done with a couple clients, and it's like playing video games with cheat codes. It's not even fair how easy it is to get leads, you guys. This is our secret sauce. I just gave that away, but that's okay.
Well, thanks, Jake. This is why I have you on the call. Share some goodness. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's cool. I think I'm not seeing any confusing comments there at the moment. So just continue. I think, Jake.
Okay, so again, I could go on, but I'm just gonna leave you guys the money. If you guys do want to make money and get customers, the money is in your buyers and the remarketing. This is the remarketing. So I don't want to go too much deeper because I think I'm pushing the limits here. And if you guys are interested, I am pushing the limits, I feel like. But if you guys are interested, I do have a special offer at the end of this, and we can talk about that. But before I do, I want to share with you guys. I mean, how much longer do we have, Gideon?
We were good for time, Jake. So feel free to tell a few more stories or go into some more detail. I guess what's interesting about your just that previous slide again, if you can just bring it up, because I just spotted something that's really worth just emphasizing there. And this is what we found as well. If you look at those percentages, so I'm assuming those percentages are your audience size, right?
Okay, I'll explain this. All right.
Yeah.
All right. This is the fun stuff. This is what I'm excited about. Thanks for pushing me, Gideon. When we have a budget, again, we have clients that spend a lot of money in this, and the way we allocate budgets is we say we want 60% of their budget to go to cold traffic, whether that's certain keywords or topics. These are people who know nothing about them. Then we want 30% of their budget to go to remarketing, and then we allow 10% to go to their buyers. And the reason why, obviously there's more people who don't know you than know you, but look at the dollar signs that I put next to the circles. The money is when you upload the email list, you can sell them another product, or with the warm, we can spend more money on warm traffic, because what we found is when we set up a remarketing campaign, we can only spend so much because there's only so many people that know them, right? So this is a way for you to evergreen, be spending money on ads and making money. And does this make sense, Gideon? And
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a really nice breakdown. I mean, it's not something that we've done very well in the past, so this is really great. So basically, yeah, I think that budget allocation there for 60, 30, and 10 makes a lot of sense. And I guess what you're saying there is that it looks like even though only 10% of your budget goes to the hot leads, it's cool because there's not as many people of them. So what's interesting there is you spend less, but you also make more.
Yeah.
Because
So yeah,
of that. Yeah.
yeah. If I were starting from scratch, from nothing, I would make sure I would spend money on remarketing lists and buyers. Like that's what I would do. And then from there, once you want to hit scale. Because here's the thing, you guys, I hit a breaking point where we could only spend so much money and keep it profitable, and actually make money. You guys don't understand. You guys, we can turn these video views into money like that. That's a guarantee. We can make that happen, and you can see it in AdWords. And let me show you guys. This is proof. All right.
That's
this
a
is where I'm
segue.
going.
I can talk about
This
this
is-
because when I
this is-
saw this, I was like, wow, this. I'm glad you're talking about this case study. Because oftentimes we wonder, does this stuff actually work? And I think what we're seeing here with this case study that Jake's going to show now is that yes, it does work, and it can work extremely well. So
Right.
let's have a look here. Yeah.
And I wish like nobody understands this, you guys. I feel like I'm like the only one talking about it. So we spent $7,982 on ads. We got 114,000 views. We got 4,700 clicks, but nobody really cares about that. I feel like. I mean, at the end of the day, we spent $7,000 and we made $22,633 in sales. I mean, that's like having a money machine where we could spend $1 and make $2.84. So I got a question for your audience. If you guys could learn how to do this, how much money would you spend on advertising?
Right. I can start answering that.
Just spend as much as you can. Like, and this is what people don't understand, Gideon. Like we can build a brand. Like you can knock out branding and sales in the same video campaign if you do it right. And again, I feel like we're going down roads I've never been down before. But and this is what's exciting, you guys. And I'm just gonna. Yeah, this is what's. Go ahead.
I want to bring something up that you've just mentioned there, doing basically. So what you just mentioned there is doing branding, but also making sales at the same time. So with this example that you've got here, Jake, are you saying that for this ad you did both branding as well as getting sales coming in? This was the type of ad that you created. It wasn't just one or the other. We kind of did both at the same time, right?
It's layering. And you guys got to think Matrix style, right? It's totally layering. It's layering. You got to layer.
What do you mean by layering there, Jake? Is that you okay sharing what you mean by that?
Yes. So let's see. So that's actual in AdWords. I don't have that set up right now, but this is what I want to go down. So guys, this is what's possible, and in fact, I actually do talk about layering. That's actually a really good segue too. I'll share that at the end.
Okay, cool. Sounds
great.
great.
If you guys want to learn layering, that's what we've just started doing. So that will be in the special offer at the end.
So also, Jake, this is one case study that you've done for one of your clients, right? And I've seen some other ones from you as well. Like I remember there was one that you did for was it a truck company as well, which I thought that was a very innovative ad that you did as well. That was also a really cool one, right? Where you you put in an X amount of dollars, but then you got X times Y amount of money back from it, right? Which is pretty impressive.
It's crazy. I'm telling you, and it works. And I wouldn't be sharing this with you guys if it didn't. So, and in fact, I have a hard time. Yeah, I have a hard time scaling campaigns because with our clients, that the way we've made money in the past is by taking a percentage of ad spend. But the problem is when you have remarketing lists, you can only spend so much. So sometimes, they're making ridiculous amounts of money from our ads, and it's like, oh, maybe I should start doing performance-based stuff. So that's some stuff that we're going down. That's really fun and exciting. And I'll share this offer with you guys at the end that I want to share. But this is important, right? You guys got to make money, but I just want to share. Can I share my other story, Gideon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe more personal story.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
You guys, one thing that's important to know is it is important to make money, but at the same time, it's important to know that not all results are measurable. Um, and so here's my story, you guys. When 2.5 years ago, I mean, my daughter's 2.5 years old, and 2.5 years ago, I quit my job a month before she was born, and I had experience doing cool videos in the past, and I had done a couple YouTube ads for our company, but I'd never done it for myself. And I remember so I quit my job, and that's tough, right? Like, you got bills to pay, you gotta provide for your family. And so my thought was, when I very first started Video Power, I didn't have any clients. I didn't have an email list. I didn't have a product. And what was natural to me is like, let's start advertising. Let's start building my email list. So I started with as little as $10 a day, spending money on ads. And then something crazy happens, you guys. When people see you, opportunities start to open. You get more views. You get more clicks to your website. You start building your email list, and you start building the following, and then they want to buy from you. And then you get connected with people like Gideon. Like, it's a crazy, crazy story that happens. And what the tipping point is I got an email one day from a guy named Ryan Dice. And I don't know who Ryan Dice was. I'm like, who's Ryan Dice? And then so I looked him up. I'm like, Ryan Dice is like the CEO of Digital Marketer, and it was crazy. I'm like, holy cow, this is a big deal. And he said, hey, I saw your ad, bought your course. I want you to come speak at our conference. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing opportunity. So you guys, just from nothing, not from, honestly, from a startup where nobody knows you, within like 6 months, I was on stage speaking at conferences and building my brand and internet marketing. I didn't, to be honest, you guys, I was flooded with opportunity. And so just the fact that I'm on this hangout with Gideon and with you guys, like, it means a lot to me. I'm very grateful for what I have, and what means the most is I'm just glad that I can provide for my family and also deliver results. Like, we got a great team, and it means a lot. So I want you guys to know that you guys are doing amazing things. The fact that you're running video ads, you guys are a step ahead of the world. No, think about, like, TV advertising is not working. Like, my daughter, I grew up watching Sesame Street on TV. My daughter grows up watching Sesame Street on her iPad on YouTube. I mean, it's crazy. So that's my story, and that's what I want to really leave the message with you guys is, yes, you can make money, but I think it's more important that you have the heart, and that you can do that as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I think what you just mentioned as well, Jake, about we've been doing this for a while now, me and you, and some of our callers as well. You've definitely been doing this for maybe a year or maybe 2 at the most. But in the big scope of things, in terms of when the mainstream of business is going to get onto YouTube ads and video ads in general, we are still right at the beginning. And I've noticed that throughout my decade career online, I've always been a little bit early. Like, sometimes I would be 2 or 3 years ahead of the game. And at the beginning, I didn't realize that I was early, but now I do. And when I look at video advertising, I can see it. I can just see the trend. And we really are. If I look at the indicators, we're still at the beginning. So we're still at the early adopters and the innovators right at the beginning. I would say the bigger share of the market in terms of the mainstream of business will be getting onto video ads probably within the next year or 2 years. So the opportunity for you, if you're not on it yet, is to get in there, start creating ads, start becoming good at this, because, what is this really about? Is this about making money? Is this about getting more traffic? What is this really about? It's about doing something awesome online, isn't it? And it's about being able to give it and show it to as many people as possible. If you have something awesome to offer, if you have an awesome product, if you have an awesome message, if you have an awesome service, even if you want to shine some awesomeness on someone else's product or service, this is a way for you to get out there in front of potentially billions of people. And this is what excites me about video advertising. I'm not a numbers guy myself, but when I look at the opportunity to get my message out there and to use something like video advertising as a method, I mean, we are living in unprecedented times, and the stuff that Jake's just shown you, I think, is testimony to that. When you look at things like using remarketing, just the targeting that Jake talked about, getting it out to a bigger audience, warming people up, and getting people into your world, and then being able to influence them in a great way and making the world a better place. So Jake, that was awesome, man.
So I just want to say thanks, Gideon. And I want you guys to know, if you guys, the fact that you guys are using V-roll, like, keep at it, because I'm telling you, if you try to figure stuff out, things are gonna start clicking and it's gonna work, and you will be so far ahead of the curve. Now, so Gideon, I want to thank you for having me. And I do have an offer I'd like to share with probably not the majority, but I think some people could definitely use this offer.
Yeah, please go ahead, Jake. I had a look at this before, and I think it's pretty generous. But I'll let Jake have a bit of an explanation of that.
Okay. So again, so we have a lot of we have a lot of clients, and I'm trying hard to build this agency and provide for our clients, but also like to help you guys. I honestly want to help as many people as I can. The problem is with the time is I can't keep. See, how do I phrase this? I can't keep doing what I'm doing and help you guys. So what I want to do is, well, most of our clients, they spend $50,000 a month on advertising, and it's crazy. But there's a lot of people that can't spend that much, and I know I couldn't spend that much when I first started. So I kind of want to connect the bridge. If you guys are running ads and it's working, awesome. If you guys need help with video ads, awesome. I want to help you guys, and just to share with that, what I want to do is I've created a strategy session, and so what that is a strategy session it's a 1 hour Google Hangout. I want to connect with you guys, and I want to, or someone from my team, I want to connect with you guys, and I want to see what it is you're doing and how I can help. We're here to serve you guys. Video Power is here to serve the members at V-Roll. And so give you some time, and I want to also give you a personalized instruction. I want to give you guys a custom marketing plan, because I know you guys, when I first started getting ads, like, honestly, if you could spend $1 and make $3, like, what would that change in your life? I'm telling you guys, like, I've been in the trenches where you guys are. I know how it feels to try and provide for your family and blow it up. So I want to honestly help you guys, and I want to give you that plan. So I'm sorry, I'm being really fluffy here. I'm kind of more emotional.
Jake, I just want to clarify something. So this is people can basically jump on a call with you one-on-one, right? So it's not a group thing.
Yeah, thanks for pulling me out.
One-on-one, right?
I'm getting emotional. I haven't offered the strategy session much. I've never done this before. So this is a 1 hour video call. It's a Google Hangout. I'm a people person. So when we get on a video call, I'm see you see me. We're gonna get personalized instruction and a marketing plan. So like, you guys ask, how do you structure your campaigns? Let me show you how to layer those. Let me show you how to set up your offers. Like, what do you name your campaigns? When you start spending money, like you got to layer your campaigns, and I can show you what I'm talking about. And if you're running ads right now and you're Feel My Pain, I think you know what I'm talking about. And then I want to give you a higher level strategy. Whatever you guys are doing right now, I want to add on to that. All right. So, and then as a bonus, not only that, but this is only limited to V-Roll offer to V-Roll members. Is we are currently building out a beta access to what we call our membership site. You guys, we're just trying to figure this stuff out, and what I did is, how do I get what's in my head into the mind of others? And so I've created some video tutorials on how we create our videos, on how we create our campaigns and AdWords. And what they are is they're step-by-step videos, you guys, to show you what works and what doesn't. I've provided tools and checklists to know what works and what doesn't, you guys. If this isn't working out, like I'm telling you, we can fix your campaigns. Exclusive lab hangouts. It's a private Facebook group. We just share our secrets and stuff. It's really cool, and we sell this for $400 and $497. But I want to give it you guys for free. And this is limited time. This is only for people who are watching this. And I think, Gideon, what do you think a good timeline is on this?
It's up to you, Jake. I mean, normally, if you, I guess it depends on how many people you want to have access to this. But
Okay, you know what?
24 hours or something like that.
I'm gonna reward the guys who are ready for this. This is gonna be available for the action takers. I want this to be available for 24 hours. If you guys are interested in this, I honestly want to connect with you guys. Go to videopower.org/VRoll. VEER. I guess you can put you already put it in there.
Yeah,
so the VRoll strategy session, we have that available for 24 hours. And honestly, I'm just happy to connect with you guys if you want to take it to the next step. And this is also a way that we use that we kind of just, because honestly, we want to work with cool people who are doing cool things that we can help scale. And that's honestly what we want to do. So that's the offer for the members. And again, Gideon, I guess any questions from here?
Yeah, I want to just mention something as well. So just something about Jake that you might not know is that he's an absolute star when it comes to simplifying concepts. I remember when I was just getting started with video advertising, I went through Jake's course, and at that point I went through a couple of other courses as well, and I just got so lost. I thought it was so complicated. Then I went through Jake's course, and Jake has this gift of distilling the complex into the simple and giving you just the right information that you need to be able to get the best possible results. And that's the thing that really stood out to me. So this course, I mean, I haven't actually gone through this new course, the lab, that membership that Jake is talking about. But what I can say from that first course that I went through, that was my experience. So I'm guessing, Jake, that inside your members area, that it's going to be no different to that. Taking people by the hand, step by step, and just simplifying the whole process to help them get results as quickly as possible, right?
Yeah, so that's like we've built this, and honestly, this is a lab, and we're continually adding stuff to it. So this is videos that we've created in the past, and moving forward, you guys, I'm always sharing stuff. We're creating videos on what works and what doesn't, and we add it into the video members lab. So I honestly, and again, I only want to offer this to people who I connect with. So before you guys want to buy this, like I want to talk with you and see this. So that this is a way for me to say thank you to VRoll, and honestly, I want to connect with people because I know we can blow it up together.
Yeah, so cool. If you're ready already, please feel free to join Jake. Remember, it's a one-on-one call strategy call that you get with Jake, and I'm sure if you want to beyond that work with Jake in the future, that you're more than free to do that as well, of course. Just want to clarify something. Batman's asking us, how do you get the course for free? So at the moment, Batman, you can't get the course for free.
You can't get the course for free
because it's a product.
The members,
right?
Yeah. Okay. I need to clarify, you guys. So the strategy session, this is the 1 hour hangout. We're gonna get on a hangout. We're gonna talk. All right, and then then if you guys have questions about the remarketing structure and how we can do that's included in the $497 price. So there's two things, you guys. There's the video power lab, and there's a strategy session. And the strategy session, again, is the 1 hour call, and then to back up, we have the video. Oh my gosh, why can't I explain this? The video power lab, which will offer the video tutorials, the checklists, and all that stuff. So if you go to the landing page, videopower.org/VRoll-strategy-session, it has all the information on there. So when you buy, this is what happens, you guys. When you click buy button, you're gonna get a survey, and it's gonna show you. You're gonna come. It's gonna answer some questions, and that's gonna help me book a time, and I'm gonna talk with you. Actually, should we walk through the process right now? I can show you guys what happens.
Yeah, I've just been showing people on the screen now while we've been talking, Jake, but feel free to take people through the process as well, just so that people know what to expect. So my understanding, guys, as well, is just to reiterate what Jake was saying is that so there's a strategy session for $497, and then as a bonus, a generous bonus, Jake is throwing also in his membership thing that he listed there, which is worth $497, but you get it as a free bonus when you sign up for the strategy session with Jake.
So am I still sharing my screen?
Yes. So everybody can see a screen now.
So you buy it. You're gonna fill out your name and number. You're gonna get you're gonna place your order, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna book a time with us, and you're gonna get this email. Actually, I don't have the email. Hold on. No, I can't. I can't. I don't have the stuff to put it on. But let's see here. What happens is you go buy it, and what's going to happen is you're going to get a link to schedule a call with us and our team, and we're going to talk with you guys, and we're going to walk you through wherever you're stuck. If you need help creating how do you structure a video? How do you organize your campaigns? So it's a 1 hour phone call. We're going to help you basically scale, you guys. If you could spend $1 on ads and make $3 in sales, how much is that worth to you? And that's honestly what we want to do, because that's what we do with our clients, and that's what we do with people like you. We can take out the blocks that are preventing you from scaling and growing your business. So that's the offer that we have. I mean, we've had clients that love it. I mean, some of our best clients, like you just can't believe some of the stuff that we're able to pull off. So
yeah, and just worth mentioning this as well, just as sort of something to think about for you, if you're new to this, even if you're a bit more advanced, okay, so $497 might sound like quite an investment, but remember what you're getting is having a one-on-one customized conversation with someone who's been in the trenches. So I often when I talk to my accountants or lawyers, I often cringe when they send me their bills, right? Because they might only spend an hour with me, but then I often pay like $500, sometimes more, for that hour. And I think, oh my goodness, how can these people charge so much for their time? But then I think about how many years of experience those people have had building up to that point to be able to give me that advice. And I think, oh my goodness, if I had to do that myself, how much time and yet money then I'd have to spend to be able to give that sort of advice. That's one thing. And also the other side of it is that with my accountants and advisors, I give them that money gladly, because I know that when I pay them that money, I pay for their experience, which means they already know about all the mistakes that I could be making, and they prevent me from making those same mistakes, but they also allow me, it's an allowing thing to help me make a lot more money. And oftentimes I would spend $500, and within a 3 month or 6 month period, it might save me $10,000, might save me $100,000, might save me $1 million, just because I got that right piece of advice from just the right person at just the right time. And so I think the same way, looking at what Jake has here, yes, it could be a considerable investment for you, depending on your level. Maybe it's nothing for you, but I think it's money well spent, because as I say, you'll get to speak to Jake one-on-one. This is the first time Jake has offered this. It's not something that he normally does.
Yeah.
Jake's normal day thing is to run an agency where he works with his clients specifically. So I think this is a pretty unique opportunity to take up on the offer and to talk to someone who's really in the trenches and can provide you with some really amazing advice.
Yeah, sorry, thanks, and you're totally right. This is not for everyone. And again, if you guys want some free materials or some other courses and stuff, you guys can go to videopower.org and check it out. I'm here to build relationships, and I think for the right people who are spending money on ads and looking to buy, looking to build. I mean, honestly, you guys, we can scale your stuff up. We can we're spending less money on ads, and I started when I was spending $10 a day, and I got clients, and now we're helping clients do that. You guys have the power where you can do that. So I treat it as an investment in yourself. All right, it's not like it's an investment, you guys. So again, I think it's not I don't think it's for a lot of people, but for the right people who are ready to scale and ready to to blow up their business, I think it's there. So
Well, we might have a look at some Q&A now, Jake. So for those people, perhaps you're not quite ready yet to take Jake up on the offer. Maybe you've got a specific question that you'd like to ask Jake, either about his consultancy call with you, or maybe you've got a question about some of the stuff he talked about during the call today. Now is a good time for you to ask your question in the comments area. We'll do our best to answer it for you right here and then. We're probably we'll leave about 15 minutes for that. So if you've got any specific questions, go for it. Now is your opportunity, and then we'll bring the call to a close soon after that. Jake, I'm not sure if you saw any specific comments there already, because it took a bit of a while for me to ask people about asking questions, and they probably have to gather their thoughts a little bit. But did you spot anything in particular there that I might have missed? Because I haven't had time to scroll through the comments yet.
yeah, sorry. Someone said 497 is far cheaper than my old divorce lawyer. That's true. That's true. That's funny. Yeah, any question? I'm open to questions. Whether it's to anything, I'm totally open to questions.
I've got a question actually for you, Jake, and because I just noticed there from Dr. Vogelman saying a 3-to-1 ratio for return on investments is okay. 5-to-1 is even better. Can we talk about this a little bit more? Like, with campaigns, there's a whole range, right? So maybe out of 10 campaigns, especially when you're beginning, you might only have 2 that are doing really well, and 8 are not doing so well, and then you end up scaling the 2. But do you have any sort of a feeling on, well, how did it go for you from going from beginning to where you are now? In general, what do you see return on investments are like? Especially compared to when you were starting out to what it is now. Have you seen a big improvement in, when you take your experience into account as well?
Yeah, so I guess what the ROI is. So we had one client that was, spending. They were already spending money on Facebook ads. They were already spending money on like pay-per-click ads, and so we basically just duplicated that channel. Like if they're spending money on advertising and getting leads and sales, like again, if you can spend $1.37, like how much money would you spend? So we have seen some incredible results on people who are currently spending money on advertising, and maybe that's a good clarifier, you guys. This is for people who are spending money on advertising, who are trying to build their brand. So like Dr. Vogelman, he's on here. Like if you're a doctor and you want to build patients, like what if you had a video ad that says, hey, I'm this doctor. I'm working in Salt Lake City or in whatever city you're in. This is a view of our office. If you'd like to book an appointment, click here and book and schedule an appointment. Now, what if that ad could generate 15 leads? And what if one of those leads turned into a patient? And let's say that a patient to the doctor is worth, I don't know, $500 to $1,000. What if you spend $100 on? What if you spend $100 on ads and was able to get $1,000 worth of business, or $10,000 worth of business? So that's what we do. That the higher your product value, if you have a service or where the average order value is over $100, that's money. Like we can generate leads for you if you guys are able to turn those leads into customers, whether it's a phone call or whatever it is. So
brilliant.
Someone asked, what do you mean by layering? So
yes.
if you go into Google AdWords, there's different types of campaigns, right? So the problem I see is people only run one campaign and they hope it works. But when you layer, you guys, remember that image I showed of the different, like the hot, cold, and warm traffic? Like that's layering, right? You have a different video for different types of targeting. So Dr. Vogelman, the average lifetime patient value is $2,500. Okay, so I would ask, how do you get leads right now? And let's say you're in a certain city. If you're a doctor, you're probably not. Someone said So let me respond to Dr. Vogelman. If you have a YouTube ad, it shows you, and you're saying, hey, I'm specialized with this patient with this problem. Click here and book a free consultation. Like you guys people in your area see you. they can when people see you guys, opportunities open up. So they see you, they click the ad, and they're taken straight to the landing page, and from there they could book something, book an appointment, or maybe they call you. Maybe you track phone calls. Maybe that's what it is. So you're a doctor, you book phone calls, and that's your connection to the people, and that's how you build your business, is through that. Okay, bought that hour.
Cool.
So that means, okay. Let's see, any other, yeah, referrals.
There's an interesting point there from Dr. Vogelman, Jake, that I'd like to lift out as well. Dr. Vogelman is saying his average lifetime patient value is $2,500. Right. So what that means is, really, you could spend up to or close to $2,500 on your advertising to get that customer. And
Yep.
then, of course, if you're going to spend $2,500 to get that customer, it means you end up breaking even. So, but what it means is that's a heck of a lot of money that you can spend to get that customer. You've got that a lot of leeway to play with. So imagine now you spend $100 to get that customer. Your profit margin on that is insane. Your profit for that in that case would be like $2,400. So your return on investment would be like 2,500 divided by, or 2,500 minus 100 divided by 2,500, something like that, right? Which is a big number.
Yep.
But that's how the game works, right? That's how this works. So, and I'm
So
glad you brought up.
and so just for Dr. Vogelman, what I would say, well, honestly, what I would do is I'd say, I'm in this city, and these are my clients, and guess what? We put retargeting pixel on your website, and then anyone who visits your website, we can hit them up with YouTube ads. Or maybe people are searching for, maybe you're a back doctor. I got back pain. Well, guess what? People on YouTube search back pain a lot. How to reduce back pain or whatever. Whatever the keyword is, we can pop your video on, and then there comes a video of you. You're getting their attention. You're solving their problem. Oh, by the way, we can help that. We can fix that for you, and that's how we can. That's how business works. That's how we would generate leads. And for any, I mean, is there another example I could use? That would give the doctor at least free branding. Yeah, this is the link between TV ads and pay-per-click advertising.
That comment there from Dr. Vogelman again, 2,500 to get a new client is not breaking even. Yeah, so of course, I was making a very rough estimate there. Of course, as a business, you're going to have your own costs as well. So maybe, your running costs, your overheads and stuff like that. So what you really got to look at is how much profit do you make per customer, the lifetime profit, and really that becomes your essentially your equivalent amount of money that you can spend on advertising to get that customer. And so it comes down to working out those numbers. So maybe your costs for running your business works out that half of that $2,500 is actually taken away as part of your normal expenses. So you might end up only with, say, let's say your costs are $1,000 on average to get that customer for your normal running costs. So you still end up with, say, $1,500 left to be able to spend that on campaigns to get that customer. So I hope that makes sense. So you really have to look at the profit per customer of over the lifetime of that customer to work out how much you can spend on your ads to your acquisition cost. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's nice and clear. Let's see if there's any more questions there.
Okay, staff costs and rent. They totally do play a role. But again, if you can get that return, and maybe for every dollar you spend, you need to make $7. We had a client where it was a local company, and they sold windows, and so we got their campaigns working and converting. And again, it's a customer acquisition cost, right? And with a lot of businesses, if you can spend $1 on ads and make $7 in return, I don't know, you do that all day long. Average cut. So.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so this works well. If you have someone I think if you have someone in charge of your website, this would be a great call to get them on for. Get you and someone who's over your website, and we can walk through the logistics of how that would work. Because again, the way you'd create a local campaign is different than the way you'd create a national campaign, right?
Brilliant. There's a question there, I think, Jake, it looks like an interesting one from guest 4186. So in question, I had set aside $500 to invest into either Bing campaign or YouTube, but I would have to do it all myself. With this investment, I would have the one-on-one with you with any of my questions, a plan, and a using of your method with my future projects. So I guess what he's asking is that, will you basically be able to answer his questions one-on-one? So just maybe respond to that. I think Jack is worthwhile.
So I guess let me walk through the strategy session first. Actually, you know what? This will be really cool for you guys. I think this is what we're gonna do. Let me show you the video campaign planner that we created. In fact, I'll show you guys what we're gonna do. Can you be like 2 minutes?
Yeah,
Gideon?
sure. I'll maybe read out a few comments there. Let's have a look. So Dr. Volgerman saying staff costs and rent, etc. And payroll. It's all part of it. Yeah. So when you start looking at your numbers for advertising, you got to look at the profit margin that you're left over after paying all your other normal business expenses, and that gives you the indication for how much you can spend on advertising to get new customers. Saying his average cost to obtain a new patient used to be about $350 in the 1990s, so it's pretty high. I guess, with video advertising, you can bring that cost right down. We often get, with some of the campaigns we've run, we would get a cost per acquisition would be anywhere from $50 to $100. And if you look at our profit margins on a new customer, it's higher than that. So we make good profit. So that's through video ads. If you're paying only like $100 now to get a client, you're definitely going to be making some good profits from that. So Dr. Volgerman, very active in the chat room. It's great to see.
Okay, Dr. Volgerman, if national is your thing, we need to let's talk. So that I think we could definitely open your eyes to some possibilities. I think if you're running national campaigns and you have someone under your web, like a web team that can put code on your website, get them on a call with our strategy session, because that could be a game changer for you. Which industries work well with the ones that don't. So my filter for the ones that don't is the average order value over $100. If you're selling like a $27 or like a $30 product, it's probably not going to work. But if you're able to if your product costs more than, or service costs more than $100, there's definitely some potential here. It may take a longer time, but depending on how it works. So my filters, you guys, for deciding with the clients that this will work or not are, do they have an average order value of $100? Are they already spending money on advertising? And then do they have the abilities to produce really cool videos? And sometimes with our clients, we work with them and their video team to develop these videos. So again, how do you get people's attention in 10 seconds or 5 seconds? How do you show the value? And if you have a video team, or if that's actually an option that we have as well. That what you do. And honestly, you guys, if you're using V-roll, you could almost have a V-roll video be your first touch to kind of filter people, and then the people that watch that video, you could follow up with a remarketing campaign. So, for example, let's say that on ad number 1 they don't convert. Well, maybe it takes them another time to convert. So that's an option. Okay, cool. Could you shut up? Wow. Because the time I can save in putting everything together, if I can have or be able to make a word or content ad meet video in that one would be ideal. Okay, that's a good question. In fact, and that's something we can go off. Shoot an email at support@videopower.org and tell them that you were on this webinar, and we can talk. National is my thing. I think that's a filter for me. So,
Jake, I think let's have a look at that awesome spreadsheet you got there showing us, and then we'll get the call to a close. So show us that last thing, and maybe there's one last question we can answer after that, and then we'll bring things to an end.
Okay, so the average cost. So this is the video ROI calculator. This is how I decide whether a campaign is going to work or not. This is my mind in the spreadsheet that, again, this is whether it's going to work or not. So on the left side, we have the stats, and on the right side, we have what we can project. So I know on average, we're gonna spend around 7 cents cost per view, and I know a click-through rate is going to be 7% click-through rate, and a lead conversion, like let's say, with honestly some of our campaigns, we're getting a 30% conversion rate, and an average order value for the doctor, or let's just say that the value is the customer conversion rate. You know, it depends on the industry, but you put your conversion numbers in here, and it spits out what's possible that you can make. So for us, for example, we sell we have a $300 product, and let's say you spend $10,000 on ads. All right. Well, if you spend $10,000 on ads and you can make $18,000, I mean, let's keep spending that. So. And then you guys have a customer email list and you have a new product you can launch. I mean, it's pretty crazy. So this is a calculator, and this is included in that strategy session. This is included in the video power lab, you guys. So this is how, and this, I'll walk you through the process. We go through the numbers. We see what your product is. We see what's working. We identify the right message. So we take, like, what's your category, what's your product, what's your product industry. What's the promise you make about your product? What are people going to have accomplished, and who are we targeting? The age, gender, geographics. We dive deep into who your customer is. We even get into psychographics, like what are the beliefs and values, the goals and desires, like what's the monetizable pain. So we get deep, and then if you guys are running campaigns right now, I mean, there's a ton of stuff that we go through to help you launch your campaign. We get everything set up so that you guys are ready to go. The fact is, you guys are already running video ads right now. We can just kind of be your coach and guide you through that process if you need to have that happen.
So that's pretty cool, Jake. I mean, so what you're saying is, I'm really glad you're showing this, because I think maybe people are wondering what action do they get during the strategy call. So this is cool. I'm guessing part of the mission for you would be during that call to take people through this process, and by the end of it, they'd have a whole blueprint.
That's exactly. You're right. That's exactly what we do. So again, there's a lot to digest when you run ads. Like, you guys are like surface level, and we're going deep. So we're gonna go through how to create the videos, and we walk through this whole tab. And what you're gonna have left is you're gonna have a campaign like that's ready to go. You just need it. We can help you implement it into your AdWords account, and we can be there for your support. We have the training materials already in the library. So what's cool, one thing I like about this one, Gideon, is check this out. This is our checklist. You guys, this is what we use for our clients that are spending like tons of money on ads. This is what my team uses as like, okay, this is ready to go. So we have the right message. We have our, is it complete or not? We have a little checklist. Oh, okay, that's done. And if you don't know how to do that step, so let's say, how do you add remarketing code to your website? Or how do you add conversion code to your thank you pages or your billing info? Well, guess what? You just click on the video tutorial right here, and we show you the video to how to do that. So it's kind of it's basically mixing done with you with done for you systems to build your campaign so they're ready to scale.
Brilliant. So let me just get this straight, Jake. Do people get access to this sort of spreadsheet thing, or is this more something that you just take them through?
Yeah, so we take them through, and then they get access to the spread. They get their own spreadsheet with this, and we coach them through this process.
Okay, now I'm glad you've mentioned that, because I think that's pretty huge. I mean, so what I'm seeing here, just being in the industry and knowing how agencies work and stuff like that. This is the sort of stuff that the agencies create over years of experience, trialing and making mistakes, and working out what works, what doesn't work, and distilling it down to just the right things that you need for setting up your campaigns. I haven't actually seen one of these in so much detail myself before. So that's pretty awesome. So you get access to this as well, which means, I mean, I think what this leads to essentially is, if you're going to be making money from this, you're going to spend more money on it, right? So you've got the option, once you've done this training with this, or the session with Jake, you can grab that spreadsheet and start doing it for yourself on your own. Or if you want to, you can just get Jake to do it all for you. But what's awesome here is that, and I didn't realize Jake was going to do this, is that you'll have the blueprint there and ready for you. So you've done it once, you can do it again in the future, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, this sheet, just so you guys know, has taken like years to put together, and nobody's advertising this way. And this was how we as a team leverage and make sure that campaigns are set and ready to scale. Is this the entire to an ongoing? Yes, it is. And honestly, we're gonna help you guys do what we need to make this happen. Again, I think Dr. Volgaman, with your questions, if you have a website person and a great product, if you have a good service, then let us help you with that.
Brilliant. All right, so some pretty, sorry, excuse my hair, a pretty awesome offer there from Jake. It's actually a lot more advanced than I thought at first, and I hope you could see the value there, especially with this spreadsheet and this blueprint that Jake has gone through here. So you get access to Jake for a whole hour. You get access to his calculators that is built in here and these lists, and a really advanced spreadsheet. He'll go through that with you during the call, but you also get a copy for yourself that you can either then reuse, or if you want to, just get Jake to help you out with it in the future. So that's pretty awesome. And of course, you get access to the members area for Jake's course there, which normally sells for $497. So,
Yes. Yep.
That's,
yeah, you're right. So
Sorry,
that's you said that better than I did, Gideon. So that's the Video Power Lab. You guys want to look at it? This is like what we're building out right now, and this is all of our trainings, all our step-by-step checklist to scaling your campaigns. Videopower.org/lab. Someone asked, can I use the spreadsheet and use it for my own customers? Of course, you guys. This is your stuff. This is what we do, and you can use it however you want. So not only do you get that spreadsheet, you guys, you get an hour training with us, and really with this crew right here, it's gonna be me, because I want to connect. I want to connect and see you guys, and that's it.
Brilliant. And of course, that special offer for getting access to this Video Power Lab is only valid for the next 24 hours. So if you do want to have access to that, make sure you take advantage of it, and go and have a good chat to Jake. Just judging from me looking from the outside and the case studies that Jake's been doing, he's done some amazing work, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you tremendously as well. Jake, I want to thank you very much for coming on the call with us today. It was a real pleasure to have you again, and thank you for sharing your brilliance with us. Really appreciate it.
No problem, Gideon. Thanks for having me, dude. I appreciate it.
All right, brilliant. So if you're watching this anywhere else than through Jake's page on Video Power or VRoll, make sure you go and check out VRoll.com as well. That's where we have the software for helping you automatically create those video ads. But remember to also check out Jake's offer for his hour-long consultancy with you, and also access to his course for the first 24 hours. There'll be a link on this page that you're watching now, or description area. Just make sure you look for the link, and it should be there ready for you to rock. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you on the next call.